of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
To about the 48-yard line. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Now Mayfield running left on the option. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Mayfield looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Palmer. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd down, Mayfield.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Open man has got one. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now back to the ground game with White.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They go play action. Mayfield.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And this one is right through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. that has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10.
At about the 32.
They run the toss now with Gibson. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Gibson. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Off play action. It's Howell.
Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. This time they'll throw it with Howell.
Sliding out of the pocket. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Gibson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting on field and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis.
And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now throwing on first down here. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
And 6 DBs on the field for Washington on third down. Play fake. Mayfield airing this one out for Evans. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Mike Evans. 55 yards. And the Buccaneers have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Second down throw for Howell. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation.
Here's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken from just outside the 30. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 44. Mayfield to throw it. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got it at the 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 49 yards. Here's White. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Regular. Watch out.
Once again, it's White. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. White. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Slide for the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the picks.
Oh, right on the heels of the pick 6. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
On 1st down, Howell buying time to his left. That would complete downfield to Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's caught by Tucker.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Kendall Fuller down the right sideline. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
2nd down, Howell back to pass.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 15. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jamin Davis.
And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
One last shot before the break. Howell.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
2nd half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. At their own 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they go play action with Howell.
His throw incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
The play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Oh, Hal loses it.
And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Now this throw caught left side.
Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
First down, here's White. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Mayfield now.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
This is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
With a heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
This to McLaurin out on the left side.
And he's going to have the Commanders first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. First down, Howell to throw. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Dancing to his left.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
It's Howell with another throw.
Rolling to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker.
Throwing here, Howell.
Short throw to the tight end, Thomas.
And he's going to have the Commanders first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll go play action. Howell.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to speed things up here. A first down throw for Mayfield. And his throw here is incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that's caught inside the 35.
Loose inside the 30.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 65 yards.
And the Buccaneers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Howell being chased out left. And he will slide down with a good gain. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Back to throw, Howell. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lavonte David. And the Bucs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Following the interception, Mayfield airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't.
That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Forced out to his left. Looking downfield for Godwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Gibson again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. Howell the throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
4th down. Howell
steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
Here's 1st down.
Running out of the gun with White. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Alert, 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 alert.
Here's Baker.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Chris Godwin.
37 yards.
And the Bucs have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
It got his man complete.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Buying time to his left.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they know anything less than a touchdown here at this late stage is going to be no good. They were going for it all right there, but it was just too hard to adjust to that one in the air, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Howell.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here's Brissett. throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
And remember now, field goal does you no good. This is touchdown or bust territory. So they took a late shot for the end zone, but the defense, as they've been all game long, up to the task.
That's going to be caught. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Sly on for the extra point.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Kevin Tompkins on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Real. What's up?
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, but he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis.